Qué guapo.
Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, Luna.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome all to today's Kerala Blasters PC. So let's begin without wasting time. Ashwati, you can ask your questions.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, Luna. I'm Ashwati from Halfway Football.
Hello.
Can I ask to Luna
Hello,
first?
Ashwati.
Hi, Coach. Can I ask to Luna first? Hi, Luna. I hope you are doing
sure.
well. So last year, the bio bubble was secure without any COVID scares. Yet some of the foreign players hesitated to come to India. So you have a 2-year contract with KBFC. After this season, will you rethink about coming back to India?
Yeah, as you say, I have 2 years contract, and my intention is to be here next season, and that's it. I hope all our foreigners can come back for the next season, so we keep a base of the team, and we keep fighting for this team.
Thank you, Luna. Hello, Coach. I hope everything is okay.
Yeah, everything's all right. Yesterday I went finally to make all these exams, AKG, heart exam, respiratory exam, all these things, blood analysis. So everything's all right. We are still recovering, but everything's all right. Actually, now we as a coaches a little bit older. We are now in a period that we have to check very often.
Good. My question is, in the press conference before the game against Bengaluru FC, you said that we might not have enough players for a football game, but you feel that the usual starting 11. Was that a strategy to confuse the opponents?
No, actually, because we didn't know till the last day. We didn't know if the players will be available for the game, because many of those players, they started training after 15 days of isolation. They started training day before the game and 2 days before the game. And when you go out of your room after 15 days, you don't know how your body and your muscles will respond. And from our side, we want to take care about the players. We want to take care about their health, saying that even if it's about the game or whatever, we don't want to take any risk and we don't want to gamble, because for us the most important thing is the health of our players. So that's why we didn't know till the last day, actually day of the game, the morning, we didn't know if everybody will be available. So that's why our answers were based on that.
Okay, Coach, I have one more question. Coach Rahul KP, have he started full-fledged training, or can you give us an update on him? And are there any other injury concerns?
No, Rahul KP still did not start training fully with the team. He's still working with our physios on the side, hopefully to have him as soon as possible with the team, because he's the guy who can bring something extra to our team. Concerning other injuries, nothing. We are very happy that we went through the first game after the isolation without muscle injuries, without any issue. So now we are all available. We have to continue working hard, because February will be very hard.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Luna. All the best for the next game. Hopefully we get 3 points.
Thank you, Ashwati. Thank you. Hopefully.
Thank you, Ashwati. Can we have Gopal's questions, please?
Hello, Coach. Hello, Luna.
Hello, Gokul.
Hello.
Yeah, Coach, I was asking about the transfers. Was it because of we didn't find the right profile of the player? We didn't go for a move in the last window?
No, actually, it was, we had in mind several options, but then when we got hit with that COVID situation, you know, we didn't want to act, because it was not very easy to go and search and get someone and telling him, okay, now you can be part of our team, and then come please in our quarantine now for 2 weeks, or you know, come inside our secure bubble and get COVID, please. So it was not easy. It was not easy to convince and tell those people to engage with us, seeing that now when we restarted, we have 1 more month to go, and so far we are happy also with our group, and we'll continue with our group till the end. Then we'll see about some changings in the next transfer window. So that was the reason. Again, with the health issues, we wanted to get that under control.
Luna, my question to you is: you were a champion last season. So, what do you think of the momentum we have this season? I mean, can we?
I think so far the team is playing good. We have to keep playing like that, even after 15 days, like the coach say, after the 15 days, being in the room without training, without doing nothing. The team show how we want to play, how we want to respond to the other team. Also, I think that we have respect for all of the team of the league. I think for being champion is not easy. You have to be very consistency, but for me, we are in the right way. We have to keep playing how we are doing now, and you cannot talk and say to the players, "Hey, we want to be champion," because we put too much pressure on them. We have to be playing game by game and trying to win every game. And after that, you can see if we are to be champion or not.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you,
All the
Gokul.
best.
Can we have Regin's question, please?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, Luna.
Hello, Regin.
Can I ask to Luna first?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So I'm from Regin. I'm Regin from Silly Sports and Games. So I would like to ask you. You have already said because of the COVID, you have been inside the isolation period. So what was your feeling after 15 days of isolation and going into a field without having proper training and fully attaining the match fitness? What was your feeling on the field?
Sorry, mate. I lose you. I miss you.
Can you hear me?
Now, yes. Can you ask again, please?
Okay, sir. Okay. You have mentioned that our players was in isolation for a longer period of time. And what was the feeling of playing after hitting COVID, after having a COVID? And what was your feeling going into the field without having proper training and without regaining full match fitness you have before hitting by the COVID?
Look, the most important thing for all the players was nobody get injured, and after that, you watch the game and every watch the game. After 15 days, I think, 16 days, being able for only 2 sessions training, I think the team show what we want to do. And I am happy with the team, happy how we respond, and we have to keep going like that.
Thank you, Luna. Good afternoon, Coach.
Hello, Regin.
Coach, I would like to ask you, even after KBFC has lost the match against Bengaluru, the fans has accepted the fact that the KBFC team has suffered a lot. They were in a situation not good to play football like before. So, what do you think about the mentality of the fans, accepting the fact that the team is going through a tough situation?
I think that since we started, they were amazing, supporting us, especially like that for us living in the bubble and feeling all that support from Kerala. For us, it's amazing. Every day when I see boys talking about that and having that close to their heart, And what made us as a technical and medical staff, what made us very proud is the fact, if you compare to previous periods and previous season, we wanted this year, since we started to build up the kind of mentality that we will never abandon, and that every game when we play, it doesn't matter if we are leading in the game or losing, we will fight till the end, because we have an obligation for this shirt, we have an obligation for this logo to fight till the last moment. And that's why that kind of feeling we had after the game against Bengaluru FC, where we wanted to push with our certain way, seeing the fact that we played that game after 18 days and 50 days of isolation. So we were happy because of that, because the boys had that mentality, but because the boys have that mindset of winners, and that's what we want to keep, and what we want the fans know, that we will continue like that till the end. Whatever game it is, home game, away game, whatever part of the season, we would like to compete and fight like that, because that's obligation that we own to, like I said, our logo, our club, to ourselves, and also we are fighting for everything, like we say, for our families, and the Kerala Blasters is like one huge family. So now every player must know whenever and if he comes to Kerala Blasters, he has to fight like that. This is the correct mindset, because this is the way that you can achieve something nice and something extra in football. And in this competition, which is hard and unpredictable, where the things can change on a daily basis with the fixtures. So we have to be ready to compete. We have to be ready to stay consistent, because that's the only way if you want to stay on top. So, and that's why the fans, they were tremendous, they were great, and we cannot wait the moment, and hopefully for the next season there will be no bubble, and that we can play those games in front of our fans, because I'm certain that that support would give us the wings, the feeling that we can fly, and that will give us the, let's say, one big reason that we can win our games even more easier.
Thank you, Coach. Can I ask you one more question?
Yes, Regin.
Coach, three of our main players, Khabra, Luna, and Diaz, is on the verge of getting suspended if they get one more yellow card. So you have previously mentioned that KBFC were in the lookout for some players in the transfer market as well. After that, KBFC had hit with COVID also. So do you think this can affect the team, because we do not have enough players to fill in those positions, because KBFC has downed out some players also. So how do you think the team can tackle the situation?
I'm not worried because of that, because getting yellow cards during one season, it's the fact that happens. So if it happens tomorrow, like the case tomorrow with Puitea, with yellow cards, so we have younger players, we have players that we can fit in, because also these players, they need the time and space to play, so they need to improve, and they need to feel that those moments playing the games in ISL. So as a coach, I'm not worried. We have young quality players who can always fit in, and that's the way how they can become better. So if it tomorrow happens also with mentioned players, no problem. We're going to puzzle, we're going to modify, we're going to improvise, and that's how it goes in football. So this is the way we're going to end up this season. This is the way that we're going to continue building up this season for the future as well. So this is how you become stronger as a team.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Luna. All the best for the coming match.
Thank you, Regin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Regin. Coach, I have two questions from Asianet News. So on behalf of them, I'm raising the question. The first one is, Blasters have 7 matches in 30 days because of the revised schedule, which you can't avoid now. Are you worried about it, especially because most of our players have just recovered from COVID?
It will not be an issue for only for us. It will be an issue for the whole league. Even last night, we saw some injuries, and now, which is bad in this period of the season. Speaking about muscle injuries, whoever gets now muscle injury, it means that for him the season is done, finished, because the league is on a short term. The league is organized like that, with many games, and then we were speaking about that at the beginning of the season as well. When you have in this format such a large gap between 2 seasons, and if you put these boys under that kind of rhythm with effort and all the things around now, especially now this year in the bubble, it's exhausting stuff for the players. So many of them, even now around all teams, you have injured players. Whenever they can get injured, it's done. So from our side as well, like we just mentioned, we need to take care about health and the medical status of our players as well, because we want them to go through February, through all those games. Probably at one moment we will rotate a couple of them, giving some of them time and space to recover, to take a rest. Some of them will be playing a little bit more. So that's the way it is, and we will go through that February because we want to end up later on that season, whenever it is in March, continuing later on training sessions and everything, because we want them to be ready as well for the next season. Because in consistent work like that, you must go through. And I think that many teams will suffer now with this rescheduled program, with all the fixtures, all the games. But you know, we as a teams now in this situation, nobody cares and nobody asks us and we have to take care about it, because that's the rhythm of ISL. That's how somebody else decided, and we have to adapt to that. So we will try to do our best to take care about all these possible things, and see with our measurements if in any moment we have to give someone to take a rest, or maybe 1 game or 2 games, because we have to take care about it.
Thank you, Coach. The second question is, before last match, you had mentioned that many are not yet ready or have apprehensions about the match, and as a coach, you wouldn't push them. So what's the feedback after the match health-wise, especially those who have played the whole 90 minutes?
The feedback was excellent. We must admit that the boys showed more than we expected, and we are happy because of that. Seeing that the fitness level in the last 6 months, since we started, was increasing all the time. And before the outbreak of COVID positive cases in our camp, we were in an increasing line, and with our periodization, we were ready to increase the level in whole January and whole February, but it was stopped by the COVID situation. But yet we have to adapt, we have to continue. And now, like I said, we will try to monitor all those things. We will try to control those things, because we do not want to make any stupid decisions now, getting someone injured on a hard scale, because we don't want to lose our players on the long term. So that's why wherever there is a small issue, or whatever there is a small discomfort, we will try to manage that. We'll try to avoid those injuries, because we need all of them.
Thank you, Coach. So that's all from Asianet News. Do we have any questions?
My question is for you. So now the season is like it is going to a crucial stage of the season. So how do you prepare the team going with the current situation of COVID?
Well, the only way we can, sitting in a bubble, training the way we can, and again now seeing that we have lots of games. So there will be not enough space between the games sometimes to train certain things, but we will have to modify. We'll have to manage that. Maybe some of these boys will be playing 1 game, then the other boys the other game, because in that rotation we can give them more time and space to train and prepare for the next games. And again, monitoring and following the physical shape, trying not to get anybody injured on a hard scale. So that's also the part of coaching job. And we cannot complain, because the ISL league and the ISL fixtures are like that. That's it. So we'll have to continue.
I have another question for Adrian Luna. So Luna, how are you guys mentally setting up for the upcoming matches? Like, it is a difficult situation up there. So how are you guys preparing for the upcoming games?
Like always, we are here to do a job. Everyone is, of course, after COVID, we are mentally exhausted, but the COVID is done, everyone is out, so we have to keep playing like we are doing now, and enjoy the game. We are here because we love football, because we love to play, and that's what we are going to do in the next month. So we have to enjoy the game, have fun, and try to be a competitive team and enjoy the games. That's it. That's all.
Thank you, coach. Thank you, Luna. All the best for the match.
Thank you.
Thank you, Levan.
Thank you, Levin. Do we have any questions? Maybe the last question. Okay, so I guess there are no more questions. So we'll wrap up today's PC. Thank you, coach. Thank you, Luna, for joining today's PC. Thank you all, and good luck for tomorrow's match.
Thank you, Rose. All the best.